This is the wrap up for the live market open on Wednesday, February 3rd. We have many currencies on the move, each one to its own more or less, but a slightly worse mood in markets. So yesterday's news, UK and the European Union reached some kind of draft agreement. This certainly pushed the pound higher. The pound does not like the uncertainty, does not like the chances of the EU without Britain. Okay, oil prices resumed their falls, slipping under 30, currently hugging the 30 level. This had the biggest impact on the yen, which is dollar yen is undoing the rise, the jump seen last week because of the Bank of Japan. Okay, and euro dollar is still stuck. Yesterday, the figures were mostly better than expected all over the world, with German unemployment and Eurozone employment coming out better than expected. Construction PMI in the United Kingdom missed. We also had a miss from the New Zealand milk prices, but New Zealand employment came out really great. Australian figures were mixed, and Chinese services PMI a bit better than expected, not as important as not as important as the manufacturing PMI. Today on the agenda, we have services PMI in the UK just after the show, the most important PMI for the UK because it's the biggest sector. And then the focus moves to the United States. We have the ADP Non-Farm Payrolls at 115, expecting figures not as good as last time, but still okay, just under 200,000. And the ISM Non-Manufacturing PMI, watch out for the employment component. Really top-tier events today in the United States, big hints for Friday's non-farm payrolls. We have the crude oil inventories at 330 to impact the Canadian dollar, but also the market mood. And just a heads up for tomorrow's speech from Mario Draghi. All in all, very, very busy day for the United States, for the dollar in general, for markets. Charts, euro dollar stuck in range. Here we have the wider picture. Daily chart, narrowing range, a bit higher within this triangle, within this wedge, not going anywhere fast. Okay, 107.80, 110 are the key levels. Pound dollar higher thanks to the draft agreement. The next move depends on the services PMI, hugging 144, 143.65, 142.30, and 144.80 are levels to watch. Maybe 145, 45 if we have another, if we have a positive figure from that. Dollar yen, this is the nice jump seen on the Bank of Japan all the way to 121.50, but now we're back down to 120. We fell under this level. The pair is still struggling with it. Support 118.30, resistance 121.50. We might get back to hugging the 120 line, as we've seen in September, October, and November. Canadian dollar showing relative strength in comparison to the weakness in oil prices. Above 140 at the moment, 141.50 is resistance, 143.10, 144.40. On the downside, 139.05 is support. The Aussie dollar fell very nicely and bounced off the 70 level, reached 70.02. 70.50 is the current level. It's a line of struggle. 71.50 is resistance. Okay, and Kiwi dollar is at 65.80 thanks to a strong employment report. 67 is the next resistance line, support at 64.15. Okay, let's see, we have questions before we head